All right, good morning, everybody. This is the Iceman. It's a Wednesday, and I was watching a little bit of David Rivera's Hot Seat last night. He had Simon Nicole, Thrash Maniac, Andre Corbeil, Boston Fan, Jecko Knight. I was watching the video early on, and the topic basically was about AJ Styles. Now, as I reported last week, I believe it was in a recent video about AJ Styles leaving TNA Wrestling. And then I had conferred with Andre Corbeil, whom he told me that an inside source told him that AJ was going to resign. And if you go to WrestleZone.com, I'll put the link in the description box. There is an article out this morning um, which states that AJ Styles is re-signing with TNA. He does have some independent dates to fulfill. Whether or not he will fulfill all independent dates or not remains to be seen. But AJ Styles should be back in TNA somewhere in the March area of 2014. It is indeed, obviously, as stated in this article, that it is a work by TNA, and I will say this much. Um, you know, Once Andre Corbeil had told me about this, he's a very credible, knowledgeable wrestling YouTuber, so I took that information, to be very, very credible. And now seeing what I'm seeing now, right now it's proving that Andre Corbeil is absolutely correct. Um, this being a TNA work, it's one of the biggest works, really, as far as really sideswiping all us TNA fans and all us wrestling fans, because this is one of those deals where uh, we all were led to believe that AJ Styles was actually leaving TNA. We read articles about him waking up in the morning after 11 years in TNA, not having a full-time wrestling job, um, and it steered us in the direction that TNA really wanted us to go into. And so I give kudos to TNA Wrestling. If this is indeed factual, it's one of the works in history that really pull the wool over everybody's eyes. I will say this as well. Um, TNA really cannot afford to lose AJ Styles. Anyhow, I've said this many times in the past. AJ Styles is the heart and soul of TNA wrestling. And why would you let somebody like that go? I mean, you freed up a lot of money in TNA by getting rid of Brooke Hogan, Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff. So in fact, there has to be a lot of money that is able to be, utilized towards a contract for AJ Styles. And why not? He is Mr. TNA. Um, Without AJ Styles, I don't know where TNA would be today. It's unfortunate that since the Hulk Hogan era in 2010, the company started going, uh, you know, downhill, I would say. I don't blame it all on Hulk Hogan. A lot of it I blame on Eric Bischoff, actually, because Bischoff is trying to make TNA what he did with WCW. And just because something worked in WCW doesn't mean it will work in another wrestling promotion. Granted, Bischoff was a great mind in WCW. He made it to where they competed on Monday night with the WWE. But, with the money and the power of Vince McMahon finally utilized his resources and put an end to that, and really finally forced WCW really basically to sell out. Hopefully that will not be the case in TNA Wrestling. They just need to start, using their resources, using the independent circuit to bring up younger superstars and fulfill that roster, and get these guys in there, that that are able to compete with the likes of AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, Jeff Hardy, Kurt Angle, and so on. So yeah, this is sort of great news. When I saw this article this morning, the first thing I thought of was Andre Corbeil and what he had told me, and it just, he had some inside information. Like I said, if this is a factual article, This is definitely great news for the world of TNA wrestling and all us TNA wrestling fans out there. Um, like I've always stated, I like watching all different aspects of professional wrestling because sometimes you do get bored with one product. And so you at least have an alternative, to switch to when you get tired of one product. And, by being able to do so, it lightens up your boredom on the other product that you're getting tired of watching. So again, great news in the world of TNA and TNA wrestling fans. Check it out. The link's in the description box at WrestleZone.com. And thanks, Andre, for keeping me, optimistic about AJ staying there because when I first heard of his leaving TNA, it really dropped my interest in TNA a bit because he's one of the reasons why I've been watching TNA since its inception, and you know, he's one of my favorite stars in TNA along with Austin Aries and the others. So again, AJ Styles reportedly is going to resign in TNA, and we may see him on TV uh, as soon as March. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.